angst in a public spectacle.
You'd be a hero.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
How's that sound?
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Ananias. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I
Whoa!
will
24
make whatever arrangements you need with your
Paragon!
contact. I will wait here.
Oh yeah, we're doing the right thing. We're the good guys now.
Good job. If you want the highest Paragon, then you did it right, says Legion.
Damn straight. Okay, we gotta go find the lady now.
So, Legion, you've played this 30 times? What?
Legion's insane. He knows everything down to like the secretary's
Ow.
first and last names and who they had children with.
So he's made it with everyone, like in the game already.
That's the first thing that crosses your mind. He slept with them all. They've all been with Legion. Because that's what you would do if you played it 30
You got a
times.
sloppy seconds.
Jesus, Zell, you're such a horror.
I know.
I know, can't help it.
Wow. So you slept with them all. Oh.
I still play multiplayer Mass Effect 3 a lot. Okay. But how is multiplayer?
It's probably stupid. I'm not into it. I'm not interested. I don't really care if it's good or bad. It's like I play this game for the story, right?
Off Andromeda, because I heard Andromeda had a horrible launch.
Spectre,
Okay.
have you given any
remember
more
correctly.
consideration to my offer?
Yeah, yeah.
I've convinced. I can't say his name. Kuin.
It took some persuasion, but Keen has
Keen.
agreed to testify.
There we go. Keen.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd
I
help
mean,
me.
Andromeda
being
has had a lot
Spectre
of
and all.
missing faces.
I guess some of you can be all right.
I thought you'd be happier. What about the garage?
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there.
Boom.
I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
You're gonna arrest some
This
people?
is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
Dickbag's going to
You,
jail.
Shepard.
Look at that
Man, you
grin.
place this bitch under arrest.
This bitch under
You're
arrest.
going to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it.
Yeah.
Hey, Commander, I owe you a beer.
Or two.
Oh, you beer.
Yeah. Let's go.
You indict him and you get more XP. Remember, she owes you a beer. Yeah. Yeah, you know how that starts. Oh, you owe you a beer, go to the bar together, and before you know, you end up.
You're going somewhere with them?
Cozy Crew is now the Cozy Crew Euro Crew. It's bumping in here. You guys are blowing up.
The media goes to jail. Take a shower soon.
Oh, then I gotta finish Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's the first game I'm getting when I get that PS5. If and when I can get that PS5. There's a Yuffie DLC coming out where you can play as Yuffie. It's a little strange that they're bringing it in now, because she's like a character that should be in like part 2 or 3. But I dig it. Any more content for that game is great. Where are we going? Where are we going? Wait, I was supposed to go to the garage. I went the wrong way. I gotta focus, you guys. It's getting late. I'm getting sleepy. We gotta make this happen. We'll beat this garage area. We'll see this final quest, and maybe we'll call it there. It seems everything you start in this game takes an hour or two, so.
Right.
Yeah, so it's probably not good to start anything, and once we complete this little chapter, leave it there. I'm gonna save it before we go in there. Johnny, you want to do the biotic charge as the Vanguard? I totally forgot that isn't in... Yeah. Yeah, no, I looked up the characters last night. I said that at the start of the stream that, you know, I was contemplating doing Infiltrator and tried it out because the Vanguard doesn't get a charge. And, but I thought it would be weird to switch from Infiltrator to Vanguard going into Mass Effect 2, which it is possible. I just thought keep it consistent, be a Vanguard the whole way through. If I ever do a Renegade run, I'll do an Infiltrator then. But, you know, I'm happy with the Vanguard. I have a lot of abilities, and I'm using them, so...
Access to the garage is restricted.
I can wait for Mass Effect 2 to do my little charge. It is annoying getting up to the enemies with the shotgun in this one. I take a lot of damage. But I'm getting used to popping those shields, so it's working. I have a pass.
I have authorization.
You have, like...
Excuse me.
Pistol.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Yeah, I use the pistol for range.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got going on in here? What is that? Meatball. Oh, I hate these things.
I'd say these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
Oh, they're jamming me up again.
They look way more organic than... Oh, bear, go.
I don't know where I'm getting shot from. Oh, it's the ceiling? Okay.
What are these things? Fan out and
Ceiling
secure the
lurkers.
area. No one gets in or out.
Dead. As a Vanguard, you charge and it stuns them and you get armor boost when you successfully charge. The shotguns are effective in 2 and 3 as a Vanguard.
Yeah, for sure.
What did you do here, Commander?
I defeated a Geth ambush.
The Geth ambushed us. We fought back. That's it.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia-sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
We can handle them.
We've fought Geth before. We'll take care of them for you.
They want to
I
Bring
appreciate that. My
Liara
people are good, but few of them have combat
change when you get
experience.
chance here.
I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Are you saying we're going to the whatever 17 place now? Is it gonna let me change characters here, or do I have to run all the way back to the ship?
Guess you can do it here. Oh, the car, of course.
What do you mean at the car?
Let's change here.
Can I go to orbit from here in the car? No, it doesn't let me. So do I have to turn around? That's a long journey to have to,
Bear, no worries. I had a park with a million pieces last time, so I think I'll be fine.
gosh darn it.
This is worse than the
Ghost rep.
car in Pig Penguin.
That's what I was trying to say. Oh my god.
But quite fun, though.
He still hates me for it.
Very much so worth it.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was worth it. Wait, could you have taken the car and taken out those guys on the ceiling? Or did the...
No.
Yeah, literally 1 million, Bear.
Okay, so we gotta go to the docking bay. Yeah, we're gonna bring Liara. Make it spicy.
Oh, do you have a healer?
It's Garrus. But I have not... Liara's still level 1, so I could probably make her a healer.
Mm-hmm.
But Garrus...
Yep.
Garrus is my techie, so I kind of need to bring him. Unless I can make Liara a techie. I don't think that's her go, because she's a full adept, I believe. So I'm most likely going to have to bring Garrus. So he's the healer. So yeah, we're going to replace Ashley for Liara. And I don't know if I have any gear with her. She's going to be really weak.
She's full biotic, Legion.
She's full of depth, or I guess that's what a biotic is. I don't know.
Yeah. Fantastic. Check out Raygate Lake.
Okay, there we are at the Normandy. That's not the door. Where's the door to this thing?
Pick up crate before going in. Legion says.
What crate? What are you talking about? Oh.
Output's package.
Oh, that's that guy's package. Thank you, Legion.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of here.
Logged.
All right, buddy.
Commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley
I'll be
stands
here later
relieved.
today.
Okay.
With,
Like I said, I got a showing stuff, so I'm not gonna be
stream.
streaming it, news. So if you want to do the stream on your own and do something,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
that's fine. I'll pop in and say hi and
years.
stuff.
Yeah. Could be fun.
I'm gonna be dealing with my groceries and then cleaning up and then leaving for the showing. So if I'm gonna stream, it's probably gonna be around 4 or 5, probably the same time as this stream. Actually, I want to make my chilies, so maybe a little bit later.
A little extra meat.
You may want to talk to all squad members before this fight. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, okay. See you guys. Have
See
fun.
you, Zal.
Good night, everyone. Bye. Bye.
I guess we could save the last fight for tomorrow. But man, this game's really starting to open up, so just starting to get good. What's up, Caden?
Anything you need, Commander?
Looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
All right. Let's label it officially off the record. Got something on your mind?
Straight up, there's something wrong with all of this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was down.
Oh, thank you for the cheer. 50-bitty cheer, Maurice. How you doing, Maurice?
A little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Sounds
I
rough.
need to continue this game too.
Jump Zero is a long way from home.
Yeah,
What was
it's
it
good,
like?
Fua. You're gonna love it.
The Grand
Yeah,
Gateway
I'll
to
try to
humanity
play
looks
it
a lot
later
better
today.
than it's.
Yeah, I'm
Going
But that's my own
downloading
language,
right now.
No
I'm
better
doing my
work.
WoW dailies in the meantime.
You're still doing
Malenko,
that.
there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
That'll be good.
I appreciate that, Commander.
I'm
I just
hoping
don't want you to think
9.1's
that I'm
decent, but we'll see.
a whiner. Besides,
Everyone's
I got
waking
my
up.
past squared away.
Hey yo.
Yeah, it's crazy. Everyone's pouring in.
It's a good time to stream now because it's perfect when you wake up to just
Not for me though.
watch your
Actually,
stream.
that's actually not true. I
12,
I do a lot of my gaming between like 12 and 4 a.m. But it's more like my personal time, you know. Like I'm just hanging out, like just playing games, not talking, just in the zone. I'm a bit of a late night owl, but maybe I'll try. I've been training my brain to say, okay, go to bed earlier, Johnny, go to bed earlier, but it's not happening.
Yeah. Oh.
What do we got here? Liara, what do you got going on? What up, girl?
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the
She's
death
a little bit
commander.
weird and robotic.
If you hadn't shown
and
up-
childish. You're welcome.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know. She does seem like she's got a good heart, and she's very honest.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
You know what you mean, Johnny, fellow Night Owl? That's right. Night Owl pound. I'd like to talk to you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I
Go on.
am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs.
Thanks for stopping by,
unearthing
Beartastic.
mundane items buried in long forgotten
Have a good
Prothean
sleep.
ruins.
Do you like it?
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
I'm fascinating.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No.
What?
I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Oh, she's so good. Relax.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking?
She panics.
Oh, by the goddess.
Coming off
How could I
too
be so
strong.
dense? You must think I am a complete and utter
Why
fool.
gotta be so tense?
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I thought you were gonna go for a talk.
Dude. Jeez, come on, man.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need
You
for
just
the
go around
Asari to
scaring them
become
like
more
that.
involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
You sound troubled.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
We already talked about Benezia, right? Asari culture.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Jeez. She's gonna impregnate me. What the hell? How is that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings.
Jeez.
We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
I don't know if I'm ready for mindgasms, you guys. I don't know about this one.
You brought her back. You gotta go with it.
Oh, God. I thought you were going to go for Tally is what I meant. Well, I'm just talking to this one. This one is, it's going to mess with my mind. I don't think I'm ready for this one. She's a little bit, well, I mean, she's freaking 100 years older than me, but she's very young and innocent and naive for her race. I think she's trouble because of her naivety. So, I'm not interested in Liara.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards.
Exactly, Dancer Dude.
Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Who's your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another
He's too
Asari.
old.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Oh, that's terrible.
How could anyone abandon their own child?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my
She's
part.
freaking ancient compared to Shepard, that's true.
It is possible she wanted to be part of
But
my
she still
life,
acts like a
but
teenager
something
for...
happened to her
But
before
she is a
had the
teenager
chance.
for her race, right?
Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused
100
her
years
too
as
much
Asari is
pain
like 10 to
dwell on
humans,
it.
that's right.
She
She's
raised
like a
me by
child.
herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
This is all too much. How do they deal with that?
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Wow. All right. I'm good.
I should go.
I should go. She scared me off.
Yeah, it could have been fun. I think you didn't jump at the opportunity there.
See, he says, Bardessa says, imagine living for 300 years. Does time feel different? But, like, what is... wouldn't years be different depending on where you are in the galaxy? How does that work? Right? Like, maybe a day is longer from where you come from. Maybe a year is shorter. Like, time is different everywhere in the galaxy, isn't it? It's relatively to the individual. Exactly. So I think, like, considering that her people live for 1,000 years, she's super young for her race, but she's also seems super immature. So the 100 years that she's been alive, she obviously hasn't as developed as quickly as a human has. So I think a human's experience, they learn a lot faster, is what I'm thinking. So
you're thinking about this way too much.
No, I'm not. She just mind fucked me, man. I don't know what to say. I think they have established a galactic standard year, to be honest. Yeah, they must have, right? It can't be an Earthern year, or is it? But if I say... No, never mind. This is going too deep. Alright, I'm going downstairs. It's mentioned early in-game by that AI chick. Oh, you mean the one in the... maybe I'll go talk to her and figure that out. Because now I'm curious. Hey, you got any stuff for me?
Looking for supplies?
Yeah.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
What do you have? Oh, he's got Mark 7 stuff. Good googly moogly. We got no money for you, buddy. We got stuff to sell, but I want to hold on to it in case I bring... Yeah, I don't know what I'm equipping on. Yeah, it's fine. I'll sell my stuff later. We just did a big sellout. Let's talk to Garrus, see what he's got to say. You want to make out?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons.
Never mind, this guy too deep, Johnny 2021.
If you choose the more bad guy decisions, is this story still...
I think everything changes. The ending changes. There's multiple endings in this game. So...
But is it forcing you to choose the good things, or is there like an elaborate story for like the bad guy side of it as well?
I think there's multiple outcomes for everything. Yeah. And there's like even like a middle road too. And you can flip-flop between them. But ultimately, it's probably like KOTOR. Like, one thing I didn't like about KOTOR 1, you get to the very end and what's her name? What was her name? It's gonna drive me crazy. There's this one Jedi chick, and she's gonna flop to the dark side or the good side, or she is evil, and you either join her or like fight her. And if you save the game right there, I played good all the way through the game, and then I saved the game and I finished the game as good, and then Bastila, thank you Legion, Bastila, you can load that save up and then you can join her, and you meet like all your light points just vanish and you become pure evil, like right on the spot. And I was like, that's kind of lame. Like, I think you should have to earn your dark points all the way up to the ending. Like, I think, yeah, it was just too extreme, because I didn't have to replay the game again. I could just load that save, choose the dark option at the very end, and it's like I played the whole game evil, and I finished the game and I got the evil ending. I thought that was kind of lame. It was an easy way out of having to play through the game evil to see the ending. But like, I'm assuming Mass Effect has the similar options. Like, you're going to be making these choices that feel good and bad all the way through, or kind of neutral. But at certain points leading up towards the ending, I'm sure there's going to be big plot changing decisions that will really sway the course of the ending. It's hard to contain myself. Legion's freaking out inside. He's like, no, let me tell you how it works. Anyways, this is just assumption from me. If you really want to know, ask Legion, but I don't want to know, Legion. I'm just speculating. Anyways, let's keep talking to Garrus.
Like what? Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people.
I like Garrus.
I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He seems quiet compared to everybody else, like volume-wise.
That's tough, but you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren.
That's right, Dave, Knights of the Old
He
Republic.
actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
And honestly, if you guys are a fan of the BioWare games, go check out SWTOR. It's free on Steam, and I love that game. I've gone back to that MMO several times. I've played several of the stories. Like, you get the choices, the good and bad, and what's even crazier is there's two factions, right? There's the good and then the evil faction, or the Republic and the Empire. But you can be like a good Jedi on the Empire. You could be a fallen Jedi on the Republic, and that really leads to interesting story choices. And I think of all the types of games like this, that one has the most options, the most endings, the most gameplay. It might be a little bit dated in graphics and tech, but it's still worth it. It's really, really, really fun. One of my all-time favorite MMOs, top 3 probably, just because it brings back so much nostalgia, and it's very much like KOTOR with a lot of decision makings. I love it. Anyways, Spectre.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.